I want to answer Honorable Liam nicely, but I want him to tell me just one thing so I have clarity. He said, I have thrown a member of the PA out of Parliament. Who's that member? So that when I answer on fact and not innuendos and gossip and lies. But I have to be clear and fair on Honorable Jacobs. If you can say, he said here, before I come to what he said about the party I belong to, he said here that I have thrown out a member of the PA out of Parliament.
But that's nothing to do with the presentation.
Order, Chairperson.
No, Chairperson, who's asking the
Chairperson?
questions here, Chairperson?
Order, Chairperson.
The member of the legislature or the member of the executive, Chairperson? I'm the one asking the questions here, Chairperson.
No, let me tell you, I'm the chairperson here. And we have received a presentation from the department. And we are dealing with governance of the department. It is nothing to do with who the minister has put out from Parliament. Let's deal with the presentation. Please, Honourable Minister, you may proceed.
Well, seeing that in this committee, we're not supposed to ask for clarity. I'm asking, Honourable Jacobs, I'm saying we can stop and play the tapes back. Honourable Jacobs said, I have thrown members out of Parliament. That's a serious, I'm a leader of a party. I have hundreds and thousands of people voting for me. If somebody hears I've thrown out members out of Parliament, it is a thuggish act. Now you want me to just, but let's park it for that, because he must tell me. If he can, why can't he just mention it? He always mentions stuff. Why can't he mention whoever?
Chairperson, he must speak to the substance of what I have just said, Chairperson. He's going off of the point here. He must come back to the substance of what I have just said.
I'm coming right there now. Why did you mention it?
Give the minister an opportunity to respond.
I posed my question to the minister. I'm expecting a response, please, Chairperson.
Right.
This is precisely what I'm now doing, Honourable Jacobs. Honourable Minister.
Firstly, I'm gonna, with your permission, Chair, let me answer his question, and then I will make my remark regarding the clarity I was seeking. So he must not say I am trying to avoid answering his question. Let me start. It is very obvious that Honourable Jacobs knows that I've not breached any act or law. Hence, he's now talking about ethics. My ethics and his ethics are different. Ethics is debatable. Some people say it's ethical to have an abortion. Some people say it's unethical to have an abortion. But here we're not dealing with what he feels or what I feel. We deal with the act. So he has now basically admitted that the act allows me to appoint Eugene Botha. That's one. Two, he talks about my party membership. I'm going to give him a name called Tim Harris. Tim Harris he talks about the Patriotic Alliance, so I'm going to tell him about a gentleman called Tim Harris. Tim Harris was previously a member of the DA. He served as a DA member of the National Assembly. He held other DA-related positions. He's the CEO of Westgrow. He was the CEO of Westgrow. Now, he must not come here and say, I'm talking about his party because he mentioned my party. He must not come here and say it has never happened where an ANC member is part of a board, because our constitution does not disallow you from becoming a member of a board, because our constitution is very clear. Political affiliation is your right. So here we should speak about the act. Which brings me to my other point. What I will not allow, Chairperson, what I will never allow, is for this honorable member to, when he speaks, I listen. But every time I speak, and you rightly called him to order, but on a personal level, I need him to know. You showed Minister Dennis Jordan with your finger. I'm never going to allow you to do that to me. I respect you, respect me. When you speak, I am obliged to listen. And when I speak, you should listen. You should not come in as you feel. You can only come in through a point of order through the chairperson. So, in conclusion, I've breached no act. Patriotic Alliance is not the first party, and it will certainly not be the last party. Your party in the Western Cape is riddled with examples I can make you if I get further time. Thirdly, when you say I've done something wrong, quote the act. Don't quote your feelings. Thank you very much, Chair.
Honorable William Jacobs, proceed.
Chairperson, I would like to ask the Minister, does he contend that there may be a conflict of interest, Chairperson, between himself, the person who was leading the interview panel, and the Chairperson of the board?
Minister, please respond to the second question.
I want to ask him, does knowing someone, like I know legal Pelican, does he equate knowing someone to a conflict of interest? That is laughable. I know him, I know you, Honorable Chairperson, I know Honorable Liam. Knowing someone does not equal conflict of interest like I know Leader Pelican. How does it constitute a conflict of interest?
Chairperson,
Chairperson, there he goes again. I am still busy,
The Minister is
Chairperson.
still speaking. Speak,
This is
Minister.
the third time he's doing that. You are rude. That is rudeness. I have just complained about the very thing. He does it again. He's already cast aspersions on the party I belong to, calling us dictatorial, whatever. Does he know anything about the Patriotic Alliance to say that is casting aspersions on the party? And I, as the leader, must sit here and listen to a man whose party has the majority colored people, but doesn't have one colored minister, doesn't have one colored minister. And you talk about dictatorship. You don't have one colored minister, one colored, and you come tell me about my party. Keep to the stuff of the portfolio committee. Don't come to politics. Say, gaat last come. Don't come to us and come with what they've written down for you to come and ask me. Come with facts, come with X, and come with the proof of what you're saying. But don't come and fish here for some information that's not there. You are speculating and you are casting aspersions on good people like Liesl Penican and Eugene Botha. Tell us what they've done wrong. Go and investigate. I give you all the permission. I will, if the chairperson, the honorable chairperson, call me to account, if there's a conflict of interest, I will make myself available. But don't come here and do what you've done to the other people that appear before the board. Lastly, chairperson, what you are doing, Mr. Jacobs, you've gotten away for too long with it. Number one, you've taken out a political statement this week on the letterhead of the Democratic Alliance, stating that I have interfered and stopped the netball SA from being investigated, which is a lie. Secondly, you come to this committee and you mix politics. You mix politics with the work of this committee. Thirdly, your oversight is so biased. We are waiting for you to go to the West, to Kalicha, to Google to go and do oversight also there under the areas. Thank you very much, Chairperson.